Sexual pleasure fascinates and intrigues, doesn't it? Sometimes achieving full satisfaction can seem like a mystery. What if there were small changes that could transform your intimate life? Today, you'll discover that the secret to intensifying pleasure may lie in simple details, such as open communication and rediscovering your own body. Let's explore together how the right touch and a new emotional connection can open doors to unforgettable experiences. Get ready for a journey where pleasure and connection are the real protagonists. Pleasure and emotional connection, the secret to a full sex life. Focusing on pleasure and emotional connection is essential for a satisfying sex life. People often focus only on the physical act, forgetting that emotional intimacy is just as important. For this to happen, it is essential that partners are present in the moment, without distractions and external concerns. An effective technique for promoting this connection is the practice of mindfulness. This means being completely present, paying attention to the feelings and sensations in the body, as well as the emotions that arise. This practice helps to create a safe space where both feel comfortable exploring their desires. In addition, it is essential that partners communicate openly during the act. Words of affection, compliments, and expressions of pleasure create a supportive and encouraging environment. This not only increases excitability, but also strengthens the emotional bond. When each person knows what pleases the other, the experience becomes richer and more rewarding. Exchanging glances and touches is also a powerful way of strengthening the emotional connection. A simple glance can convey desires and feelings that words often fail to express. Gentle, affectionate touches that go beyond the sexual act help to build a deeper, more intimate bond. Finally, it's important to remember that every encounter is an opportunity to learn more about your partner and yourself. Taking advantage of these moments to explore what brings pleasure, both physical and emotional, is fundamental to keeping the flame burning. When the focus is on connection and mutual pleasure, the experience becomes much more meaningful and memorable. The communication that can transform your pleasure. Are you doing it right? Having open communication with your partner is fundamental for a healthy and pleasurable relationship. Discussing desires, preferences, and limits may seem challenging, but it's an essential step for both of you to feel comfortable and secure. Talking about what each person likes and dislikes helps to create an environment of trust, where sexuality can be explored without taboos. It's important that both partners feel comfortable expressing their desires. Some people may be afraid of being judged or of hurting the other, but this exchange is vital. Talking about what pleases, what excites, and even what causes discomfort can open doors to much more satisfying experiences. When the two of you are on the same wavelength, intimacy grows stronger. What's more, communication doesn't have to be rigid or formal. It can happen in a light and relaxed way, either during a moment alone or even in a more casual conversation. The important thing is that you are both willing to listen and share. This not only improves your sex life, but also the relationship as a whole. Another important issue is respect for boundaries. Each person has their own particularities, and it is essential to recognize and respect the other person's space. Conversations should include what is acceptable and what is not, ensuring that both feel respected. This helps to avoid uncomfortable situations and promotes a healthier environment. Finally, open communication should be an ongoing process. As the relationship evolves, needs and desires may change. It is therefore important to keep this practice alive, revisiting the topics discussed and adjusting as necessary. This flexibility is what makes the connection even stronger. Sensual touches and massages. How to turn every touch into pure pleasure. Massages and sensual touches are a wonderful way to increase arousal and intimacy between partners. When done well, these practices can turn an ordinary moment into something really special. The idea is to create a relaxing environment where you both feel comfortable exploring each other's bodies. A simple touch can release built-up tensions and open up space for a deeper connection. Starting with a peaceful environment is essential. Use soft lighting, light some candles, and play pleasant music in the background. These details help to create an atmosphere conducive to intimacy. The massage doesn't have to be just about the erogenous zones. You can start with areas such as the shoulders and back. This helps to relax the whole body, preparing it for more intense moments later on. The types of touches are also important. Soft, slow touches can increase anticipation and arousal. You can use essential oils or creams to make the experience even more pleasurable. The texture of the oil and the warmth of your hands help to intensify the sensations. Take your time. The idea is to enjoy every moment and explore your partner's body carefully and attentively. In addition, communication during the massage is fundamental. Ask your partner what they are feeling and if there are any areas that need more attention. This not only enhances the experience, but also strengthens the connection between you. When you both feel free to communicate desires and preferences, the experience becomes richer and more satisfying. Finally, remember that massages don't have to be just an introduction to sex. They can be an act of affection and care in themselves. The intimacy generated by these moments can bring benefits to the relationship as a whole, promoting a safe space where you both feel valued and loved. Sensual environment. How to prepare the ideal setting for maximum pleasure. Creating a sensual environment can completely transform the experience between partners. Lighting is one of the first elements to consider. Softer lights, such as lampshades or candles, can help create a cozy and intimate atmosphere. The idea is to avoid bright light, which can be a bit invasive and uncomfortable. A touch of diffused light can do wonders to set the right mood. Music also plays a key role. Choosing a soft romantic soundtrack can take the moment to a whole new level. Music with relaxing beats helps to reduce tension and create a deeper connection. The important thing is that the music isn't too loud, so that the partners can hear each other and connect, but enough to lull the moment into a pleasant state. Scents are another aspect not to be overlooked. A good perfume or soft incense can stimulate the senses and create a magical atmosphere. Vanilla essences, lavender, or even specific essential oils for massage can be chosen. Smell is one of the most powerful senses and can help evoke emotions and memories, making the experience even more special. In addition, organizing the space is essential. A clean and tidy room makes a big difference. Discarding distracting objects, such as electronics or scattered clothes, helps to create a safe and inviting space. A personal touch, such as flower petals on the bed or comfortable cushions, can add extra charm. Finally, preparing the environment should involve both partners. Talking about what each of you would like in the space can help create an atmosphere of complicity and expectation. When you both feel part of the process, the emotional connection is strengthened even more, making the moment even more meaningful. New techniques and positions. How exploring the unknown can revolutionize your pleasure. Sex life can be much more fun and interesting when you're willing to explore new techniques and positions. Experimenting with different styles brings variety and can surprise partners in ways they never imagined. Sometimes a simple change of angle or a new position can intensify the pleasure. One tip is to approach this exploration in a light and fun way. Instead of seeing it as an obligation, how about turning it into a game? The couple can create a list of positions they want to try and cross them off as they go. This can create a positive atmosphere of anticipation and anxiety, making the moments more special. What's more, the experience of trying out new techniques can help to discover erogenous zones that were previously overlooked. Each body is unique and can react in different ways to caresses and touches. Therefore, this exploration is an excellent opportunity to get to know your partner's body and your own better. Don't forget that communication must also be present at this time. Talking about what worked and what didn't helps to adjust future experiences. After all, the goal is for both of you to feel good and satisfied. This exchange can even lead to laughter and moments of relaxation, which are always welcome. Finally, it's good to remember that exploring techniques and positions doesn't have to be complex. Sometimes the simplicity of a new angle or the use of a pillow for support can make a big difference. The important thing is to be open to experimenting and allowing yourself new experiences. Erotic toys. The secret to increasing connection and pleasure. Introducing erotic toys can be a great way to intensify the pleasure and connection between partners. These accessories are often seen as taboo, but when explored openly, they can add a new dimension to relationships. Not only do they help increase individual pleasure, but they can also be used together, promoting a shared experience. There are many types of toys available, from vibrators to cock rings and even erotic games. The important thing is that both partners are comfortable with the idea of using these items. Communication, which has already been discussed, remains vital at this point, as you both need to agree on use and limits. When used with consent, toys can be an excellent tool for discovering new forms of pleasure. They can help stimulate areas that may not be easily reached by the hands, and this can lead to new discoveries about each other's bodies. This joint exploration can increase intimacy and emotional connection. In addition, erotic toys can act as an icebreaker at times when routine may be wearing on the relationship. Often, the introduction of a new item can reinvigorate the flame of passion and bring back the initial excitement of the relationship. After all, it's not just about the act itself, but about the experience and fun you can have together. Finally, it's essential to remember hygiene and care with toys. Whenever a toy is used, it's important to clean it properly and store it in a safe place. In this way, the experience becomes not only pleasurable, but also safe and healthy for both of you. Sex education: how knowledge can improve your intimacy. Sex education is an aspect that is often overlooked, but it is crucial for enriching a couple's sex life. Every day, new information and practices emerge, and keeping up to date on sexuality can make all the difference. This doesn't just refer to the sexual act itself, but also to the emotional and psychological aspects that influence intimacy. A good way to get started is to read books, articles, and even take part in workshops on sexuality. There are many resources available that can offer new perspectives and practical tips. By learning about different aspects of sexuality, you and your partner can discover new ways of connecting and understanding each other better. Also, don't be afraid to bring this learning into your relationship. Talking about what you've read or learned can open the door to deeper discussions about desires and limits. This exchange of information helps to build an environment of trust, where you both feel free to explore new possibilities. Sex education also includes understanding your own body and its reactions. Knowing yourself better allows you to share with your partner what really works for you. This self-discovery is an important part of sexual pleasure and can lead to more satisfying experiences. Finally, remember that sexual education is not a process that ends. It's an ongoing process that can evolve as your relationship grows. Staying curious and open to learning more about sexuality can enrich not only your sex life, but also your relationship as a whole, promoting a stronger and healthier connection between you. Now that you've discovered these techniques, how about applying them and seeing the impact on your life? Communication, touch, and creativity can transform not only pleasure, but the connection between you. Remember, pleasure goes beyond the physical. It's built into every little gesture in and out of the bedroom. So, which of these tips are you most eager to try? Or do you have any other techniques you'd like to share? Leave your comment below and let's exchange ideas. And of course, subscribe to the channel to continue exploring how to live more intense and meaningful relationships. See you next time.